Good morning, good morning, good morning. How we doing this lovely Thursday morning? It's Thursday, right?
It is Thursday. It is Thursday. It has been a fast week, in my opinion.
It has been. It's kind of confused me because
Yeah.
I was woke up this morning and I was like, wait, is today Thursday or Wednesday? And I'm like, I think it's Thursday. And I'm like, I don't know
Yeah.
if it's Thursday. So we did have some numbers come out this morning. We had PPI come out. Came in a little cooler than expected, which kind of for this jobless claim. US initial jobless claims came out and continued jobless claims. The initial jobless claims a little higher than forecast and previous, and the continued jobless claims a little same way, a little higher, a little on both of them. Trump has said the China deal is great. We got that going for us. And if you missed the 10-year bond auction yesterday, don't worry, you got the 30-year bond auction today, which this is the one you need to pay the most attention to.
Big money. Big
Yeah,
money.
this is the one that blew the market up a few weeks back. So you're looking for bid to cover. If it's higher than it was last time, which it should be. Have you looked at the 30-year bond, Roy? We called the 10-year bond auction pretty spot on yesterday. So let's get a
So,
30-year price if we can call it today.
yeah. So the previous, just looking at the data, 4.8. But let me look at the bonds. 30-year. 4.86 is where it's sitting at. So it's down 1% today.
So you could actually see more buyers in on it this time too. So if it's lower, you're gonna have people bid.
Yeah.
It's just
The one
it is.
month change. Yeah, 1 month change is down 0.05, so it's at 4.87. Its high during the last month was 5.09, which is
Ooh,
about the time where the last auction was. So
right. So yeah. So I would not be surprised. I mean, this is not really a prediction. This is just observation. But I would not be surprised if that bid to cover went up this time, and the market saw a spike out of it. Uh, it is at 12 though, so you have the 4 and 8 week bill auction first that you got to navigate through, which shouldn't be that big of a deal. But after that, ooh, that was we
uh,
just reconnected on both X platforms.
your little pop here, I think, is coincided with the. Uh, well, no, I guess that was 10 minutes ago. Shouldn't be that. Say the Goldman Sachs cuts 12-month U.S. recession probability to 30% from 35%. So analysts updating their analyst projection on recession.
Well, I
Um,
think the reason we're grinding up, I didn't mean to finish your thing. Then I'll tell
no,
you.
no, you're good. Yeah, no, go ahead.
I think it was just the MOO imbalance. It came out negative 267,000. So I think you just got these shorts covering.
Just
So
cleared
this
it up.
could be this could be a slight pop, and then we could see a pullback. I'm wanting to do a failed breakdown, but I figured out on the futures desk, I'm only
Hmm.
going to trade failed breakdowns.
Okay.
Nothing, the minutia, I'm not going to deal with. So
I think that's a wise approach. If you look at Periscope, it's telling you, what are you doing? Just sit tight. There's no positioning really that's any sort of meaning. It just kind of looks bare. How's Bookmap looking?
book maps looking plus 1300. It's weird. I guess did our X platforms freeze? They froze.
Did it freeze? Let me
X
look.
platforms are frozen. Yes.
Mine's ticking away. My top step is.
It's just started back. So it just reconnected, did everything. My trading view never missed a beat, nor did
Hmm.
Bookmap. Only thing that checked up was my both of my X platforms, my Top Step and my Futures desk. CBD's back under one under 1,000. There we go. We're coming back some. So this kind of goes in line with what we said about it was shorts covering there for a little bit. I mean, it wasn't a ton of shorts, right? But it was enough shorts to cause a pop at open. So now we wait and let this thing digest. My biggest concern is the only really orders on the board are 59.90. We got 267 orders sitting down there. And that's, I mean, you got 100 sitting at 6,000. You do have 200 sitting at 60-30 up top too. So
your SPY put premium died.
So did.
Your volume did have kind of a rounding look, but it now looks like it's ticking up.
Yeah. General market similar. So CBD went to 900. It's back to 1,300 positive now. So this 25 level, we could actually play it as a breakout. So if it goes and breaks that 25 level, I would want to see it come back and retest that level and then possibly look for a long off that if it holds. Just an observation that 25 level has been something. We did break above these, so we are getting actually a breakout. But, you know, this is from earlier yesterday, so the real breakout would be around 34. If we get above this 25, you could possibly see 32, then 34. And then
put premium continues to drop hard. It just keeps shifting the chart. So gold is popping as well, though. The gold's over 3,400, up almost 2%. VIX is green by 3.5%. So you're getting a lot of conflicting data happening. Old Tesla, what's your calls at?
I hadn't even looked. I hadn't looked this morning. It is our buddy Trey. Trey, if you're watching on Facebook, happy birthday, Trey.
No, happy birthday, Trey.
Trey's one of our Facebook viewers that pops in sometimes, so he might not be watching. I got sidetracked because he had just texted me back when I was going to look at this. Oh, they are booking. They're 60% up right now. The one that is, oh shoot. So my NVIDIA ones, this is interesting. They are actually 83% up. How about that?
Hot dog, hot dog. Today's the event, Robotaxi event later tonight.
Yeah.
Tesla.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. CBD is going up to right at 1,800, 1,770, 1,780. So I need to refresh my tide over here. I can't look at it over here. I refreshed it so you guys could see it, but I didn't refresh it where I could see it nonstop. How about that? Now I got it. You are getting a little dip in the general market tide one here.
You're getting a little bit more positioning on Periscope as well.
Volume's rounding back down. So this thing could kind of pop up.
Your Periscope is showing Gamma building to the upside on the green. So they're positioning themselves for a little bit of a higher move up. You're seeing closing positions on lower moves. So that normally signals kind of that magnet that we push, but it's not a huge amount of gamma, so don't get too bullish on this. As you can see, we are coming back pretty quick. It did not like the, what is that, the 200 on the 10-minute. I do have a 5-minute sell signal. Those have been hit or miss, to be honest. They haven't been the strongest. We did bounce right off an anchored VWAP here on this little dip. Rats. That would have been a good entry.
Yeah.
We're flirting with the high, the pre-market zone right here.
Ooh, we got too many. That's an old one. We need to delete that. No.
Got just too much conflicting deal, but if this does close above, this is a 1 hour trend line that I have it started way back in May. I've got pushing up, so we're right on top of it. We had a breakdown, and then is it a false breakdown or is this a retest and a rejection is what I'm kind of seeing, looking for, I should say.
Yeah.
That 5-minute sell signal went away. That's why you wait for the candle to close. It now has a nice takeoff anchor.
Take profit trader. I'm in a long take profit trader up $50 right now. So I would like to see it break out here and go up to that 30 level. And then that would get me, that would close one of these bad boys out for the day.
It needs to catch this gamma, and it can do just that. So 60-20 on SPX is where that gamma is sitting. So with the contract being so close, SPX and ES are pretty close in price. SPX 60-17, ES 60-22.
It is crazy how does it not stay the same?
There's that little data that they price into these futures contracts.
Yeah, we got 171 orders sitting at 30, but we got 130 at 25. That's the one that, see, we got close to it there. We couldn't break above it. I'm not liking this long now. We're down a little bit on it now. That candle that looked nice is not so nice looking right now. You do have Basent speaking the Senate panel at 9 o'clock. So coming up here really quickly. Really, really quickly. If we do pop up, if we could break that 30, I definitely could see 40 on the deal today. But that's a big if. I would put us right there close to that blue line there.
Flip to mine.
That we drew yesterday. We are back up a little bit on these now, so back moving in the direction. It came back down, tested down there again. Did not like it again, but I don't like how it keeps retesting it. And I don't like how CVD came back to under 1,000. What I need, you are getting your put premiums, your call volume, they're starting to tick up. So if that call volume can ramp up, we could get a nice runner here. That's what we wait for. We wait for the nice runner. I'm waiting for this damn thing to go up so I can move my stop up. So
yeah,
but it's not doing it. It's not doing it. And this, of course, this candle did what it did. It started out green, turned red. That's been the MO. That might turn back green, but more good inflation news. Wholesalers showed little sign of rising prices from tariffs. Americans have yet to feel any sting in inflation from the Trump tariffs when they go shopping. That came out from Market Watch just now. Iran's foreign minister has been speaking. IAEA's resolution further compliance's next round of nuclear talks with the U.S. I did say that if they bomb our nuclear facilities, we would just build them back.
Okay.
At least you're honest, right? India and the U.S. hardens their stance in trade talks as the July deadline looms. I'll really look for that announcement to come any day. That is, we had somebody in our Discord said that be buying some puts to hold over the weekend. That would be my biggest concern, Roy. That a big time deal with
Yeah.
India comes out over the weekend and those puts just get blown up. That's why right now I don't think with the political environment we're in right now, I just think it's just a gamble, right? And if you want to gamble a little money, I'm fine with it, but you can't put a lot of money in that. Like, it's just too many moving factors right now that could change that thing, the outlook really quickly. So me personally, I won't look for any puts, and me personally, I don't look for holding anything over the weekend. It's not just puts; it's calls too. I don't think either one of them are a smart idea right now, to be honest with you. But that's just my thinking.
Oh, sorry. I did take $50 on that trade. This little pop up I got in.
I did move my
step too aggressive
up to in profit. So worst case scenario, I'm gonna make like $6 off this trade, but it will not turn red on me.
Ain't being red.
You can look. It did hit that 25 area. Did not like it. You got so many orders up there now, Roy. If it does crank through it, man, it's going to take some orders out, and this thing is going to pop. But that's a big if, right?
It needs some catalyst, some news, some little, just a little push, just a little tap.
A love tap would be nice.
A love tap, yeah.
Well, we were talking about a minute ago. Your volume is kind of tearing off, but your put premiums did pop right there and was on that pullback.
You did get a change in Periscope. Flip over to that. Below the gamma went from green to red. So
that's bad.
They're shrinking. Yeah. They're shrinking gamma above. That's also bad. But it looks like they may have put it up a little bit higher, which you could then say was good. So, little ways. I mean, you'll get more clarity on this stuff.
I just got out of it. We made $6, what I said. So,
bingo, bango. Yeah, it's really not making a decision. Manny asked, you guys are using TradingView. Yes, if you're using TradingView, I won't speak for Monty, but I know Monty, and I'd say we highly recommend TradingView. However,
absolutely.
if you're gonna go the paid route, wait till July 4th time because they always have a really good special. They have like a Black Friday type special that I always do.
Yes.
And the good thing about them is when you buy it on sale, and then they'll have the Black Friday special in November, they just add the months to your account. So you just keep buying. So
yeah, and once you get in that Black Friday sale, it's every year. So I mean, they send you multiple reminders. Hey, do you want to renew? It's your Black Friday sale.
Yeah,
TradingView, I think, is the best charting platform there is out there. I'm still iffy on their trading. I am trying their trading again. I'm trying to trade these. I'm gonna kick myself that I moved my stop where I did. I think, but it's okay. CVD just popped. We're not chasing though. You got this dynamic happening here. Volume going up, puts coming down, calls going up. I was off. I think it was on the row screen. There we go. Puts coming down, volume kind of ticking up some, and call premiums ticking up. So let's look at general market tide. It's not. I mean, you are getting the volume kicking back in again. So I know we know one person that loves general market tide. They say that's the only one to watch, and I think he's crazy. So I have made enough money off this one right here to know how to trade this one right here. So any point you have that tries to invalidate that is invalid in my opinion.
On that topic of TradingView and premium services, also guys, market tide and Periscope and all that, we use Unusual Whales. Market tide has more than paid for its subscription for us. um, over the years. So even though there is a monthly fee to this stuff, if the goal is to trade properly using it, so it never is a question whether you're going to buy it or take it.
So Manny said he just switched it a couple of days ago. He's on the free one. Yes, the free one and the paid version are completely different. The free one, you got 15-minute delay data, almost everything.
Yeah.
There is, as long as you have good internet, the paid one is by far the most accurate thing you'll ever use.
Yes.
It is spot on.
Yes. And you do have to pay a little bit extra for the futures data.
Yeah, CME data.
CME data, yeah. Oh, we're getting a pop here. You're getting that negative gamma. Is
Yeah, I
now it's
told
now
you.
yeah, me too. Well,
I'm really kicking myself now because we'll be getting close to having a $200 day. Oh, by the way, so I made $10 in the last trade. Excuse me.
oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, that's like
I don't see when I move my stop loss up, it kind of covers up my other stuff. So I'm not really sure. I have it in ticks. I don't have it in dollars. I watched a thing that showed, and it would have hit right there. Would have got my nuts up. So it would have hit right on it. So just so you know, I missed out on $190 there. But where was I saying? What was I? Oh, it covered. I got it on ticks. I did watch a thing last night. I kind of dug into. I want to get better at using TradingView because I hate anybody that's watched me. He knows I hate TraderView. I can't stand their charting. I can't stand their interface. I just don't like it. Right. Well, you can trade on TradingView through TraderView, right? So that's what I'm trying to get used to. And then TraderView is different than this, even though this is TradingView charts. It is not TradingView trading. It's Project X trading. It's the stuff they came up with here, which I like a million times better than what TraderView actually has. But I mean, what TradingView actually has. But I watched the video. I want to dig in to see if I could change some things. And I actually learned a couple things that I didn't know you could do on it, which made me decide to give it another chance. And so far, I don't hate it.
Okay.
And if Roy can tell you guys this, if I don't hate it, that means we're moving in the right direction. Because
got potential.
Yeah, because I hate a lot of things, and I refuse.
Sorry.
This is one I don't. This is actually so you can go on a poll. You can have your limit orders ready, right? Your limit order sitting there. Your limit order moves with the chart. So I didn't realize it moved with the chart. I would keep taking it off and adding it back, which you don't have to. It's got your profit loss, your take profit, and your stop loss already built in. All you got to do is make sure you click both those buttons. It's got the units you're trading, what you're risking. It gives you, I mean, you can do so many stuff. Time force, day, you can have it, good till I cancel, good today, all that stuff. We just do it right now because typically if I don't get filled, I go on and cancel the order and come back to it, right? But it's actually, it gives you one really good thing I like about it at the bottom, and I did not realize it did this. So it gives you your tick value. So, I mean, if I do 5 lots, my tick value is $6.25 per tick. I knew that, but I never really thought about it much, right?
Yeah.
It's got what your risk reward is. So right now, it's a risk is 0.58 to a reward 0.80. So I've got it like $206 or $150. $206 take profit, $150 stop loss. So it's almost a 1-for-1, but it's a little better than 1-for-1. It's almost a 2-for-1 according to that ratio, which makes you feel a little better. So I don't know, Roy. I might stick with this for a while. And if you like the DOM, trade off the DOM, you can trade off the DOM. If you click on the orders there, just click on the DOM. It gives you the limit orders, and then it has a buy market and a sell market. You also have a buy market, sell market at the top. I don't really fool with those a lot, but I am kind of digging this damn thing with unlike TradeOvate, this is a OCO, true OCO bracket. So once one fills, the other cancels, right? TradingVate, you got to make sure you go in and cancel that order. If you don't, because a lot of times they will stick there. if you don't have ATM strategy set, then it definitely was not OCO. You got to close everything out every time. And to be honest with you, I caught myself yesterday like 3 or 4 different times walking by and just coming over here, just hit exit all, cancel all, to make sure I didn't have any outstanding trades anywhere. So I'm liking it. We'll see if I like it more. It's actually growing on me a little bit more while I'm looking at today. So
There is a Trading View link for you that'll give you $15 off your service, Manny, if you do decide. So
is that enough?
there you go.
Are we an affiliate now?
I think we are now. I was just poking around. I was like, let's do it.
Absolutely. And if you want to do it, that'll get you in. Just do it until you get your, like I said, we got something like 4th of July comes up. They usually have a sale. So
Yeah. And that may actually go in addition too. So I don't know how that works, but we'll post it a few times for you.
yeah,
They
good
are
deal.
quality people. Quality company that knows what they're good at. They're good at charts.
Yeah, and they stick to it. So
We don't mess with my charts.
give you kind of my history. I used to go. I went through everything right when I first started. I'm going to switch things where you guys recommend trading. You guys just hopped on. Been sick all week. Well, hope you're feeling better, Michael. We did give you a shout out the other day. You probably didn't see if you've been sick all week, but we did say that. I hope you're feeling better.
No bueno when you're not feeling good.
No, and it's best not to trade when you're not feeling good because you make some.
Oh man,
I don't know. I have had the Jordan flu game before when I've done this.
So that's good. See, I need to lose some weight. I went to the doctor yesterday, so like a bad trading day always kicks that off. I don't eat.
Well, that's not how you want to lose weight. Well, I mean, we can
Yeah,
think of a lot of other ways to lose weight besides that.
I don't know. Maybe just eat hot wings over and over again. Clear me out.
Yeah, that could do it.
See, I don't have a gallbladder anymore, so it just goes right through me, man. I'm an Indian who thinks milk is too spicy.
Oh my gosh.
Made that mistake yesterday. Manny been covering for me. Oh man, you guys work together? That's cool.
That's cool.
I mean, I kind of like my coworker. He's all right. He shows up every morning. That's just good.
Who?
You.
Me?
The
Oh.
we just sitting watching waiting,
Oh,
missing this move.
Good now.
Yesterday anchored VWAP. Oh, you got it on your chart.
Yeah, I don't want that. I deleted it twice and it's still there. So it just stays off this time. Unlike you and Led, I do not like to keep the anchor VWAPs for the whole week on my chart. If you look, we're
Damn.
you got to think if we break above right there. I mean, 35. My gosh, we got this 40 next, and we could get up into the zone. Don't recommend anybody to chase, but by gosh, sometimes chasing is just all right. Just all right. It is U.S. Open week. Hey.
Yeah, I
will be all about the golf. As soon as we are done with this, I will just be watching nonstop golf for my Father's Day weekend. We will see if my son decides to come by and pay a visit or not. I hadn't heard from him, so who knows?
I forgot it was Father's Day weekend.
Yep.
When you have like an 8-year-old, 7-year-old, it doesn't really.
Yeah, he didn't really get it yet. I've got a 20-year-old that better get it. Because one thing I can say about that kid, he has never wanted it in his life.
Yeah.
He has pretty much gotten everything he's always wanted. So And the good thing about it is now is he's gotten like he's 20, not really want anything. He's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. I got a good computer. Buys all his clothes from Goodwill or secondhand store because he's a hippie.
I mean,
He's
not
getting a good education. It's all
bad.
good. He is a fine kid. I could not ask for a better one. I can promise you that. I'm very
Good.
proud of it.
My son has identified that he can tell fables. He really likes doing that lately.
Oh goodness.
Like, yeah, he saw some lightning the other day, and he was like, "I saw it hit a tree and it exploded." I was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, you're
All right, watch
driving."
this. Volume's coming down some here. So
Yeah, I am not confident in a continued move up here, but I'm not going to stand in front of this trade just yet.
there's a couple things you got to learn. First one is don't chase. They do work out sometimes. The majority of times they don't. The second one is never stand in front of a moving train.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, and Roy can tell you right before we got on this morning, I was like kicking myself. I was like, that was the spot again.
Yeah.
Did not trade it. I mean, you're about 30 points up from there now.
Yeah. What did you say? 60-40? Could see.
Yeah. Well, you know.
You are in a. So they did shrink the gamma that we just hit and below us. They did increase it at 60-35, which coincides with 60-40 ES. I'd see probably a small little break there.
Here's my dilemma. Look at this ADX. It's climbing. It's 2604. It's steadily climbing on this move up. It does not care about moves up or down. All it does is this gives you this level. I hadn't even looked. What did Mancini say? I didn't even look to see what Mancini said today. Because it's going to be something exact, Michael. As much as I like Mancini, I get tired of hearing it. It hit exact. It hit exact.
It's 10 a.m. and we've completed the full target set today for ES. Today's provided setup at 8 a.m. was 6K reclaim. I gave 3 targets as always: 6007, 6015, 6029. We just tagged 6029 exact. Let Lotto Runner go. Now wrap it up. 6035, 6045, 47 is the next up bonus. Same supports.
I just don't understand what his exact levels. I mean, like,
yeah,
60, 30, 25 is not 60. I mean, I get you. You can claim that level. Just don't call it exact.
Yeah.
I did learn some more about him yesterday. He is not your typical furu.
Okay.
He is a straight up, he has one set of social media, and that's all you got on Twitter. He does that one Substack. And the only reason he does that Substack, I think, is to offset what he pays in fees and shit. It's not like he's doing anything crazy.
Yeah.
He only trades ES futures, period. That's his game. Nobody knows what this cat looks like. Nobody knows how old this cat is. Nobody knows anything except this cat, except what he puts on that one social media.
Yeah.
He cannot be doxxed. That's pretty impressive.
That is impressive. Yeah, no, he's a
Look, I respect the crap out of him, but he does drive me crazy with this exact stuff.
Yeah.
And it also drives me crazy. So, yeah, he is from Canada also, Michael. Yep. He is from Canada. We do know that. But other than that, we don't know. He could be any ethnicity. He could be any race, anything. He is just a guy, as far as I know, sitting in a basement putting numbers out that are pretty damn good usually. And his failed breakdown method is there's not many things you can look at on YouTube and research and not find a ton of stuff about it. And you look at failed breakdowns, I think there was like 3 videos and 2 of them were talking about him. There's not a ton of them out there. There's a bunch of fake breakouts and breakdowns and all this other stuff, but the fake breakouts is the big one everybody wants to talk about, which is the same concept, right? But this cat only goes long. He never goes short. He can go long in a bear market. He can go long in a bull. Doesn't matter what the market is. His strategy pays out. That is something to be commended, right? I mean, that's unheard of. That's unheard of. But the failed breakdown plays out. And I saw somebody ask me, like, well, what do you do in a bear market? I said, I play failed breakdowns in the bear market. I play failed breakdowns in the bull market. I play failed breakdowns in a sideways market. I only do failed breakdowns, period.
Mm-hmm.
The cat, obviously, he's making good money because he's always holding 10%. It was funny. Roy was watching the other day. I'll let you get to your thing real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
And he sold his 10%. And I sent to Roy, like, holy shit, he sold his 10%. And then the very next sentence said, but I did rebuy and sold 74, so I'm holding 10% again. Like, what the? You just let 10% go, bro. You can't let 10%
go. Now, I respect Mancini. Like you said, he's not your typical Hoover. Oh, we got some negative gamma change right below us. Let me flip over to that. So this just went from green to slightly red. So you could see a little accelerant, little down, just not a big move.
One, I would love to come back and test this 60-25 level. That would be my. You guys would see me get excited.
You're getting. I mean, that is just straight up. 10-minute, just straight up.
It's. I mean, the market took Viagra this morning.
Yep. And there goes some more.
Yeah.
Bassett is talking. So,
what's the deal with if your erection lasts more than 4 hours? I might have to call the doctor here on the OES chart. Oh. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever been more disappointed in myself than I have right this second. I moved that stop up too early. If I would have left it, Roy, if I'd left it right where it was, we would be up, we'd be up $300 right now. Probably a little bit. Well, 30 would have got me 200. So add almost 10 more to it. So 450, 500. Yeah. And if you look, I mean, so this morning on my, I said I'm only going to take failed breakdowns on my futures chart, the futures desk. Well, if you look this morning at 7:30, of course it was PPI data, but we had a beautiful failed breakdown to the 81.75 level. And then when it reclaimed, I mean, you could even wait till it reclaimed 91 and got in this bad boy and just rode it up for 40 points. So I hope all you guys out there enjoying our banter that with no trading. So hope that.
Yeah, yesterday we were firing trades left and right.
Yeah, we were actually playing it correctly though. We got to a little chop zone and we kind of was popping it with this in the chop zone before it popped out, and it worked out great. We were reading the market very well yesterday. There's no doubt about it. You give me this 8 test here though, we might look at doing it again. Might look
yesterday anchored VWAP 60-31.25.
You are getting, so there's something to note, right? Your volume is coming down, your put premium is coming up, call premium is going down. The volume is what my biggest concern. But we notice every time it goes down, it does pop back up. So then,
yeah. What's your momentum indicator at?
Huh?
What's the momentum indicator at?
It is at 29.17.
Okay.
Which tells you that is a very strong trend. But I'm wanting this 8 test. I'm not wanting to chase here.
It did tag this little red gamma. It's orange on the screen, and then is shrinking. So it came down, tagged it, hung out a little bit, then popped up.
CBD is over 4,000 now.
Getting
That
another
is-
wick at yesterday's anchored VWAP. That's
Uh,
actually pretty important given that drop that you had yesterday. Basically, all the average buyers are now above water.
yeah,
Crazy.
very crazy.
You got,
You don't think absolutely subtrend? Yes.
oh yeah.
Yeah. There's no doubt.
VIX is green, gold is green.
That's
Phoenix is red.
that's the confusing part. Something's got to give.
Yeah.
But what's going to give, right? This is making me think that this 30-year bond auction is a lot more important than we even gave it credit for. And we've given it a lot of credit. This has me thinking they're thinking the same thing I'm thinking, that this bond auction is going to be really good, Roy.
Trump talking in 30 minutes, isn't he? He's signing some stuff. Guy signs a lot of stuff.
Trump bill signing ceremony, 10 o'clock. Yep. Yeah, that does sign a lot.
So I don't. Did he take press questions there? I mean, he always takes questions, but
he takes press questions no matter what's going on.
Yeah. So I mean, that's the trick with him, is he gets asked a question that's phrased a certain way that then he says the key words.
If anybody's in the Discord and you follow us on Twitter or you follow us on Facebook, I gave these levels last night. And say resistance levels would be 60-40, which we're struggling up here 60-40, and 52, 65, and 75. To the downside, I mean, this is, you're going to love this one. 60-25, which is now solid support. 6,008, which we talked about earlier, which is this solid support. 6,000, which look at here, we played all around the 6,000 range. 59.90. Well, we got this one breakdown, but you see it kind of hit around 59.90. And I said if that broke, it would go to 75. Well, we went to 81.45. So that's pretty damn close. It's not exact like Mancini would say, but I'd say we're nut hair off there. So I'm saying those levels they played up pretty damn good last night that I gave you. I like that.
We got our 60-40.
Yeah, break that, and then I mean we can look and see what's next. I got 52 and then 65. So if you look, where's 52? 52 is going to be the top of this zone. Makes sense. Where's 65 going to be? Top of this zone. Makes sense. See how easy this is, guys? It's not rocket science. Go a little more. You don't see 70? Well, there's 70 right there in this zone here. So, and 75 would be pretty much the top of that zone. So that's where I get my levels from. Not to give away all my trade secrets, but there's some trade secrets for you.
Yeah. Yeah. See something cool?
Yeah.
But yeah. How about a 4-hour candle by candle to the downside?
No.
With a giant wick.
One thing about it, look, I'm going to tell you though, it might take a while to play out. That damn thing liable to play out. You got to think, the higher your time frame you're looking at, the higher the longer it takes for it to play out typically. So that's why if you're a swing trader, you're looking at 4 hours up, right? Because it could take a while.
Yeah, I mean, the up signals have been great. Look at this. One there, one there, one there. Down signals. Like you said, it takes time to play out. Eventually it did.
Oh, I am working on another indicator, Roy.
Good. Yeah, I need to get my thumb out of my arse and do some code.
I think we can actually make a failed breakdown indicator.
Okay.
And you tie it to a level, right? But I kind of was working on it last night, and I actually have something I'm going to put it in probably tonight to test it to see how it looks, and I'll send it to you. If it does what I think it could do, how great would it be? You can see these, but now you've got to set your line for it to do a failed breakdown off of, right? So you got to know your levels, but if you know your levels and you can set a good failed breakdown, I mean, like right now, if you was to look for anything, you would look for a failed breakdown. You'd either look for one past this 17 level or past this 0825 level. This would be anything that came down here and popped back up be a failed breakdown. And you could actually probably classify anything down here and back up would be a failed breakdown. You're looking at your most recent, like you're looking for a decent low or decent high. You can see here, this one, you had a big move down, right? Big move down. And then a big reaction off of it. So this would definitely be, if it could come down and break below that, a failed breakdown. You had a decent move up, but then you had a big move down, that big move back off of it, right? So you could probably use this one. If it came down, tested, boom. Just kind of, it's how I look at them. And what did we have yesterday, Roy? What did I send you, 4? That paid, you could have got at least 10 points off each one. That's kind of what I set the standard at. If you can get 10 points, that's $250 for 5 micros. If you could set the standard at 10 points, okay. I think that's a pretty good play, right? If you could do that 4 times, think about that. That's $1,000 in a day. You don't have them every day, but the odds are, I mean, you don't have that many every day, but we get a failed breakdown at some point almost every single day. The question is, can we see it in enough time? If you look at this one, right? If this comes back, you want to see your candles. Let's find a good one here. All right, this one. So you're coming down, you're trending down. You kind of had a little reversal candle right here. See this? Yeah, it's engulfing here. You got a little wick, but that wick doesn't concern me as much, right? You had this one right before. So these two right here, I would say this is almost like a 3-bar reversal. You could take it because it's right at that one, right? You came up, you popped up, you came out, you drilled down. Now, this is still data, but the point is still the same. It drilled down, but what came right back up? Well, you could have put a go long here, 97. Well, you probably would have got stopped out here, but look where you got stopped out at for 11 points. Okay. What's wrong with that?
Right.
Not one thing, right? So let's find one of them yesterday. Here's the one at open. This is actually a fantastic one right here. This tells you everything you need to know. So you had this pop here before market. This was your CPI data. And then we kind of drilled down, right? Look at this candle right here. And it also coincides with a 3-bar reversal at the same time. So look at this candle. This is definitely a reversal candle here, right? It's almost like a Thor's hammer. You'd look at it. It's up like that. Well, you got this 3-bar reversal here. You came back, tested here. Could have took it on the break back above here. That's 49, 60, 49, 60, 65. You would have got stopped out probably right here, 58. That's almost a 10-point move. If you took advantage of the full thing, it's a 15-point move, 16-point move. So another one. Look at this one. Look at this candle here. Look how pretty this candle is. This is definitely a reversal candle. Boom, boom. If you enter back here, 41, you got to 59, 18-point move. If you got stopped out here, well, you still got 12 points off that move. And we're not even talking about these yet. These two played out also. This one right after lunch, and this one toward the end of the day. So that is why they are so important. That's why you look at them. And wouldn't it be great if you just had an indicator that popped up and you get an alert like, hey, breakdown in action, right? If we could make that.
Yeah.
If we could do a failed breakdown
with
the 3-bar reversal, we might have us a damn indicator here that we really could sell.
You're yeah, and then the voice would be the Starsky and Hutch. Do it. Do it.
I would have to be a little more professional.
Well, every 30 seconds.
Everybody
Do
else
it.
does the British guy. We would do the Australian guy.
Yeah, I can do this. All right, we can do Indian. I could put on the Apu. I could do it.
I'm not going to say what I was fixing to say.
I can say it. It works. Indians are okay right now.
Oh, you finally reposted.
I know. I did you dirty last night. I realized when you were talking, I was like, did I repost that? I did not.
Nah, Roy's not. He's not a good friend all the time.
Not all the time. This thing just hanging out 60-40.
This has been a boring day today, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are you going to let the breakout? Or is this going to be a fake breakout? CVD's right at 6,000 now, by the way.
Good golly.
Yeah. Anybody that don't know it, open it was negative 1,300. I mean, I don't know what else you could do here besides chase. It's got to give us a play at some point, right? I mean, you look at we've had very minute dips. 36, we came back to 33. We had a 3-point dip here. Like, come on. CBD just went above 72.
Wow.
Yeah, wow, that's right.
What is he? Is he saying anything?
He's saying a lot.
I'm quite satisfied with the tax bill's healthcare portions.
Yeah, that's stupid. But I mean, it doesn't take much to do it now, right?
Yeah, true.
I'm not really seeing anything past that though. Like, where's the? I mean, investing.com decided they wanted to repost that Trump said that the China deal is great again. I mean, that only came out at like 7 o'clock this morning, so let's do it at 9:30.
Low. I mean, the volume keeps kind of ticking up. You did a little curl down in volume on the put side, or sorry, I mean puts drop, put premium, but the volume very slightly dipped as well. The volume is bullish, but
yeah, let me go back. I'm not even on this. Our ADX indicators at 33.5. I mean, it's just steadily growing. So until we see that start to turn, we got to think that it's just going to keep moving up, right? 45, you got a few orders, but I mean, I'm looking at 50 now has 308 orders sitting there. CVD dipped to 7,000. Now it's back to 72. But it's not really. You're seeing these bursts, and you're seeing everybody pop in, then you're seeing it kind of settle out for a minute. But you're seeing the same thing in the chart. So.
And the 15 future is funny. I mean, since open, just green, 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 green.
So you're saying it's green?
That's green. Yeah, I mean it's
NATO to boost missile defense and east to deter Russia. That's a new one. Trump and other meme coins won't be protected by the SEC, Commissioner Hester Pierce said. Okay. What is this flow? SPX, you have 6,100 and 6,500 calls being just gobbled up for October 17th. Above the bid, Roy, above the bid.
Wow.
Yeah, that's it's either a big time hedge or somebody as bullish as they can be. October, so that is playing in your, if you do get those September rate cuts, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe that's why it's moving up, is that it's more likely that a rate cut could happen
I think
before
that's in it.
December.
And then I think well, I don't know if you saw this morning, but they said that they are now banking in 2 rate cuts again,
Mm.
from 1 rate cut back to 2 rate cuts. So that is something. CBD has gone to 7,700 on this little move back here. So I expect we're probably maybe finna get a pop. I mean, you tell me why else 7,800. Why else is CBD growing here?
Yeah.
$314 orders, now sitting at 50. Y'all getting a little pullback in your volume here on, and it looks like it's going to curl. You're getting a little pop in your put premiums, a drop call premiums, and your volume is coming down slightly, but that could curl right back up really quick. CBD is still 7,700 on this move back down. We know how these moves down work when CBD just continues to either hold or grow. That is not a good sign for the shorts. It means that we could very well get a pop here in a second. Now, I'm saying this, that could change really quick and come down to 7,000 or below, just like that. It just takes one instant for a bunch of sellers to pop in here. One thing we are noticing, Roy, so your volume was not great at open. It's 25,000 or so, but we hadn't had the big drop off that we normally see. These candles, it is kind of going down, but notice you have a little break and then volume, break and volume, break and volume, break and volume. So is this a break? Then we get a big push on volume here, back up. CVD is now 7,900. Remember I told you guys that looked like this volume was starting to turn? Well, look at it. It's starting to turn back up a little here. Call premiums going up. You put premiums are turning down. So we could have another pop. CBD just broke 8,000.
Wow.
It's going 41 now. Look, if this 45 breaks, we should get a pop up to 50. Now, once we get to 50, I don't know what happens there. We got a lot of orders. We got 310 orders sitting there now. And they are slowly but surely adding orders to that level. So I'd love to see that 50 level tested. And then whatever happens, happens, right?
College World Series start today or tomorrow? Tomorrow.
I think it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, CBD did just come back below 8,000. It's at 7,900 here. So what you got to watch for, though, this volume, see, it's kind of tailing, pop and tailing a little. We'll see it pop back up for it to go to push us up there. It's broke. It came to 78, then back to 79, back to 8,000. So hadn't even taken a trade in Top Step yet or in the futures desk. Back above 8,000, going for 8,100 again. It's going to hold around 8,000 for a minute here. I would expect to see more from. Why are we not seeing more from Basent's testimony here? I believe we will see more trade deals coming very quickly. There we go. I believe we've talked about that here, haven't we?
We have.
That would be my big. I know you got one put you're holding for July 11th or so. That would be my biggest fear on any puts, Roy. That we get. I think once we start getting a little news, if the Indian news pops, I think we could have a few other countries pop with it, and this thing could. I mean, you could if it happens over the weekend, wake up to a 20-point gap up. So
Right. Yeah.
but then also you could have Israel attack Iran and a 20-point drop. I think unless something drastic happens, that is pretty much imminent, right? I mean,
They have put it all out there. I mean,
we've done all we can to try to stop. It's kind of weird. We're trying to keep Iran. I mean, from Israel from attacking Iran. That's sound right, does it? But Iran's got some big. I mean, you got to think China and Russia both back Iran.
Mm-hmm.
We back Israel. I think 37.29 is this down indicator. Roy, it's still going up. ADX indicator.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, this is extreme bullish for the moment. Now, it could also get overextended, right? Last time we got this high, well, it kind of worked itself out. Last time was overnight, and then it kind of trended down and brought that down. Then it came right back up with it. So I don't know. 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other.
They're definitely looking for buyers here in this last few candles.
Yeah, CBD's over 8,200 now. Just so you know. It's right here, 45. It's going. It could not take those orders out the first try. It's 100 something orders sitting there. They did just drop. So you got a bunch of orders at 47.50 and then right above that. So they did put a little wall in between the 4,500 level and the 60.50 level. 60.45 level and 60.50 level. But it's got to break this 45 first. If it breaks this 45, I look for it to take those out and then go up there and test that 50. You got 55 and 60 are building now.
Wow.
Yeah. CBD is now 8,800. That's an 8,800, Roy.
1,000% or 1,000 difference, right?
Yeah, 8,900 now.
Or 10,000 difference. Sorry.
Well, it's about 1,000 difference between 10 minutes ago. 5 minutes ago. It wasn't long ago. This little move back is holding 89. It came to 88 and popped right back to 8,900. These few orders at 45 are proven to be a challenge.
They come back to 40 and then try it again.
I don't know. I mean, you got a bunch of orders stacked below us now. Like it's like it's almost wedged itself in this little spot right here.
Where are the orders below?
42.50, 42, 41.50, 41, 40. I mean, you name them, they're all there, right? But you got the ones above, you got them at 45, 47.50, 48, 60.50, 60.55, and you got little gaps, breaks, but or I'm thinking maybe 41 area.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
CBD came back to 87.
Oh.
84. You got some sellers popping in here. For a second, now it popped right back up to 86, 85. That might have been your dip, Roy.
That was insane if that was the dip.
Well, the only thing you got, here's what you got working for you here. Your call volume is coming down, your put premium is going up, your overall call premium is coming down. So I would expect a little more, but shit, who knows, right? Who knows? we got Trump coming up. That's the biggest deal. You're getting a pop here in your call in your put premiums. Very nice pop. And you are still getting that little dip. It does look like it is starting to turn a little. So I don't know, Roy.
One minute chart shows at least a little weakness. I'll show that just a hair. But you can see where it's just been grinding up here. It hasn't quite been able to break out, but
yeah, I wouldn't even call that weakness yet. But
yeah, 5 minutes trying to give us a sell signal.
Yeah, I don't know if I trust it though. This is still interesting here. But look, what I tell you though, it's starting to want to pop back up.
Mm-hmm.
All these orders, I mean, there's just orders everywhere to the top and the bottom here. I mean, it is stacked from pretty much 25 to 55. Volume did take another, did come back down some more. So you do have your put premium seem to be curling. I just can't read that right this second. CBD's holding 8,400. That's bullish.
Yeah.
Did not, I mean, it didn't even come close to breaking 8,000 on this little dip back here. So tell you there is still buyers in this market here. Just where do they want it at is the question. Your put premium just ripped though. Again, look at those. Yeah, I think this could be the part where we do come back. I mean, every time I say that, it bounces a little.
It bounces right up, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just looking at top general AI report. Iran troubling. Yeah, I'm agreeing. It is troubling. U.S. has implemented a maximum pressure strategy on Iran. Oh. U.S. envoy Witkoff plans to travel to Muscat. I don't think I've ever heard of Muscat on Sunday for a 6-round talks with Iran. Where the hell's Muscat?
I don't know.
And I'm not talking about where Musk is at. I'm talking about Muscat. Here's your little thing.
That is interesting. Gosh.
Very interesting, isn't it?
Warms my little bear heart. We can't really break 60.42 though.
No, it's holding there. You had Secretary of Commerce Kessler calls the now revoked AI diffusion rule problematic. I don't know what that rule is, so Roy, you'd have to help me on that one. It had angered U.S. allies. Well, we are getting close to our time to call it today, so
Everything in me wants to go short.
I can't do that. I mean, I get you. I get you 100%. And the 5 minute just gave me a signal for the short on this last one, but I just don't trust it, Roy. I think you're playing with fire. This thing is CBD still 8,500. I mean, we need this. This seems to be, could it possibly rounding again, right? work its way back up. Being it's almost 10 o'clock, I just don't think it's a good time to take. We typically 10 o'clock, we get a pop at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost like, but we are, it feels like a little overextended now. So we got that part working against us too. So I don't know. We are. See, I said that about this, though. Look, the premiums go back up and looks like it is maybe coming back down again. So I just don't like CVD being this elevated.
Yeah. I mean, that is a problem.
And it's not showing any signs of weakness on any dips is like my biggest fear with it, right? Yeah. Typically, if you see a dip, you'll see it come back to, break 8,000 like it's moving down. This thing hadn't even thought about breaking 8,000 since it got above it. I mean, it's right now it's at 8,400. Mm-hmm. That is just, I don't know. That's just for me. But anyway, on that note, anybody got any questions? It was about our time. We're trying to do better. We don't want to sit here and just talk. I mean, you guys have seen no trades traded today. You have not seen a single trade on this screen.
Yeah. Yeah.
All day. I'm trying to be better about that too. So working on don't let the FOMO get you, right? It's okay. If you don't have a trade day, it's okay not to have a trade day some days, right?
Yeah.
And Roy, we came back to 8,000 this time on this drop. Does this where we finally come down or
just a moment? Just a moment.
I mean, it still can't break 8,000. It hit 8,000 to the penny. Now it's 8,070. 8,040. It is showing a little bit of buyers stepping in, but is it we just broke below 8,000 for the first time?
Oh,
about 8,003 again now. Oh no, you got some buyers coming in. I mean, some sellers coming. Well, shit. I said that it dropped to 78 and went right back to 81. So scratch all that. You know what the best thing to do is call today. So
call today.
Guys, we appreciate you this week. This has been
definitely, guys. Thank you.
Some days have been really good. Some days have been like today we didn't trade. But
yeah,
hopefully you learned something, and we appreciate your banter back and forth.
It definitely helps, guys. We really do appreciate you. We try to be as honest and as transparent as we can here. So look at this. Now it's moving down.
7,500. We'll see what happens here at 8. Yeah, but we do appreciate you guys more than you can ever know. We thank you for being here. But I think it's time for us to call it and take a little break and then come back and see if we get a failed breakdown. We would actually now look probably for this level, this 25 level, to be honest with you. So.
Yeah, and if this thing wants to crack, just know Trump is about to hit the mic, so be careful, guys.
Yep.
He can say something in both directions.
He is going to say something that is going to be that's going to cause some reaction period. There's just who he is, right? The market reacts to every little thing he says. Before we go, though, I'll show you this. Where we thought it was going to dip. Look, it actually didn't drop. Now it's getting a little dip. So, of course, we're moving back up. Roy, the 8 might have been a spot because we were right back to 8,000 CVD.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're going to call it here. We appreciate you. Safe trading the rest of the day and tomorrow. And we will see you guys, Lord willing, on Monday.
Thank you, guys.